Hey folks, just finished feeding this lot, bedding them up, doing all that sort of stuff. So it's about 8:30 Sunday morning. As you can see, look at the sky, absolutely beautiful. It's fairly warm, about 15 degrees today, blowing a fair gale, but it's a lovely day. And it has dried enough to take the old Powerharrowed out and see if we can get drilling. We were pigtailing and drilling yesterday, so the last bit we've got to do is the heavier ground with the Powerharrow and then drill. Hopefully get all that done today. So let's get the old girl fired up. So we're just on the way down to the field. Not very far from the farm, this one. Rough old road though, or uneven road. And of course, this sort of low loader trailer, no suspension, so you have to take that into consideration. But like, the fast track copes with it so well. I've had this on one of the T7s down this road actually, and it was awful. It was just so bouncy on the drawbar, like, but you know, the old fast track, full suspension makes all the difference, like. Well, so I've just made my way over from where we parked the trailer up, coming down actually quite nicely. So now what we're going to do is just quickly get Powerharrowed plumbed in. Plenty of power to spare, because you remember when we dynoed her, 204 out the back end, 204 horsepower, where it should be 145. So yeah, that's a bit of an increase, isn't it? Like. So we're cracking on really. We've done all that much so far, and I'm literally not hanging around. It doesn't matter the speed I'm going is not really having any bearing on the finish. You know, the finish, if you know what I mean. So I'm doing 6k. No different to doing 10k. The finish, you know, what it's leaving behind is the same. So I'm doing 10k, which is fairly getting on for power harrowing, but you know, I'm not going to gain anything by going slow. So I might as well crack on. You know, it's we've got 40 acres here to knock out, and you know, the sooner I can get this first little block done, Richard can come in and start drilling. You know, it's not the year to be messing about, to be buggering about, like. Get on, get it done. It's finally come so that we can, you know, get these fields in. Not all of them, well, not all the field, because it's that sort of year where, you know, there's still wet spots about, so there's bits we're missing, like, on purpose, but just the type of year it is, like, just been so wet, so. So yeah, so I'm cracking on at 10k. Like I say, it's having no bearing. I could be doing 2k and it will still be leaving a very, very similar finish. So I'm getting over the ground so we can get on. And the old CHC is making life easy. I'm just working in lands, because obviously we're only 4 metres, so to turn, especially with a fast track, to turn and go back on yourself, well, just not going to, I'll have a massive headland. So just the fact you can work in lands accurately is worth its weight in gold. See, some of these headlands are a little bit tacky. You see there's water laying up there, like. Old fast track is literally purring away. You'll see, there's a little red light coming up on the dash, which is the air filter. And yes, hold my hands up, I haven't blown it out for ages. I didn't think it was that, you know, it done any dusty work like, but when we started doing, I popped the bonnet, popped it out, and give it the old tap. I spent a couple of minutes just tapping it on the wheel, got rid of a load of dust out of it, and it's still just coming up now and again, but it's not affecting power. I'll get another one ordered, like, you know, well, and the outer and the inner, I'll get a new set of filters in it. I can't remember how old that filter is, but like I say, I'll get a new one. But like I say, it's not bothering us at the minute. I'm working I'm probably about 4 inches deep, something like that. And we're, like I say, we're doing 10k, so she is working. And we are burning a fair, well, what we use, 4 bars of diesel. She is burning through a bit of diesel. Be interested to know what it was, but of course, you know, fast track this here, and there's nothing, is there? There's nothing to tell you how much fuel you're using. There's no automation apart from the auto steer system. I mean, like, it would be handy to have some preset throttles. Now you can have that on the, like, this tractor's bigger brother, the 190 and the 220s. They got electronic throttles on them, so you could set some preset engine revs on them, like. But this just a mechanical. What's the bog in there? Just a mechanical throttle on here. So there's a soft bit there, like, you wouldn't know it looking at it, but obviously you can hear the tractor working hard there, like. Go down here a fair ways. Turn her in. Pick her line. Bang. There we go. Richard was he was drilling all day yesterday, like, and on some softer ground than this, a lot of wet spots and soft spots, and he was that was sort of like 2 or 3 hours after we'd pigtailed it as well, and he was very thankful that he got auto steer, because, you know, the tractor was, you know, because it was soft, it was moving around a lot, and he would have been bloody knackered by the time, you know, we finished at what, 8:30, started at 5:30 in the morning, so it's a long old day, lot, and it just takes all the strain out of it, the old auto steer. Like now, I'm just, I don't keep harking on about it, but I'm just sort of keeping an eye on things, looking out for wet spots, keeping an eye on the Powerharrowed, keeping an eye on the temperature gauge, not just constantly looking at a blooming mark on the dirt, lot. colour one. Yeah, yeah. Kind of explains a lot. And that ain't our drainage. There's bloody ditch runs along the railway there. It's absolutely full, isn't it, but
It's very full.
very full. Well, I've just bogged it and stalled it. We found a right old wet spot, soft spot here. Yeah, I couldn't stop her in time. I lifted the old Powerharrowed up, and she wouldn't have it, like. So we will, I think, try again with that. We'll get her lifted up, backed up, and we'll go around this bit. That soon went in, I tell you. And well, that's the first time it has gone in. Right, we've just backed out of there, alright. We will try again. Try the old. Just keep her in a lower gear this time. Yeah, we'll just go around the outside of it. Just trying to flatten that a little bit as we go. Yeah, that is like the first proper wet hole we've come across. You know, but that's the sort of nature of the year, like there's always going to be these wet spots about. Can't think about it, like, you know, it ain't been, well, what's it been, I was going to say a week, no, it ain't even been a week, because last week was, you know, we had sort of 20 mil, I think, all told, probably. So, you know, and we were pigtailing 10 days ago, something like that. You know, that video where I was pigtailing, that was probably, yeah, 10 days ago. We managed to get the other bits done, because this is like the heaviest ground, because it kept, you know, just a bit more water, a bit more rain. So it's, you know, it's it kept being topped up, like, you know what I mean. You can see we've been we use a digger to load the drill up. You know, it's really handy having that little digger, because, like I say, otherwise, you know, the loader's got to be down here or go backwards and forwards, and that's busy all afternoon feeding the cows. So, you know, you can't really do both. So the fact that you can just whip the old digger on, obviously I brought it on the low loader today, but the past couple of, like yesterday, I had it on mine on the triaxle, because obviously I can carry a lot of all the seed as well. I've only got sort of 3 bags on the low loader. It's a bit tight for space, but on mine you can get, well, you can get no end of seed on there. So, but just, yeah, it's really handy, you know, it's just big enough and just man enough to you know, hold a half-ton bag, sort of, you know, out, full reach to load the drill up, like, you know. Very, very handy, like. So we can the old GPS going. Yeah, so we can get the trailer loaded up, digger on, leave that in the field with Richard, and then he's self-sufficient then, like. Really handy. Yeah, so that spot there, that's the first wet spot I've come across that's, you know, not obviously a wet spot, like, you know. You know, there's no water sat there or anything, like, it's just, you know, ready to swallow you up, like. So if we go, we'll just, you know, let the CHC take us straight down. We shall then hopefully just tweak that other bit of ruck we made, and then, well, Richard will see it, then he can he'll probably float over it, I think. That T7 does sit well on top, like, you know, don't run a lot of pressure in the tyres. You know, it does float well, like. Just as long as that wet spot doesn't come this way a little bit, like. We'll see in a minute, won't we? I'll get ready on the old depth control. We'll stick the diff lock in. Yeah, there's nothing obvious there at all, like, nothing obvious. Yeah, it is just trying there a little bit, just tweak it. Right, we're all good in the hood. We're nearly done. Just got this little short bit to do, and then finish off the headland. So, and you can see this bit on the left here, outside the ditch, that's where we started. Richard's drilled that, he's drilled the far bit, and he started drilling in here, but he's packed up now. Yeah, basically this wood just sits in the middle of the block, 40-acre block. So, yeah, what's the time? It is 20 to 6, and I started, what, 10:30, something like that? So, yeah, not been going too bad. At least it's going in. It's wheat as well, wheat we're putting in, this is. So, yeah, it's good. I'm not particularly tired. I've got a bit of a headache. But, you know, fast trackers kept me nice and comfy. The auto steer system has meant I've not been concentrating for the past 8 hours. Because, yeah, the RTK, well, the CHC nav system with the RTK FNet signal, that's been just making life so easy. You know, anything to make life easy. Life's hard enough as it is without making it more tricky, is it? So, yeah, loving it, like, you know. And the old fast trackers, you know, just been purring away, like, no bother to us. Not been getting hot. Yes, my filter light keeps coming on, but yeah, I'll get another filter. You know, get a new filter in a lot. I remember once I was bailing with one of these, actually. Well, I say one of these. It was a 190 or a 220, and actually, we might as well do this headland now. Yeah, I was bailing, and I remember it. I'm getting down on power, started smoking like a train. It did. Light didn't come on. You know, the airflow meter light. But that's what it was. Filter just got blocked up. Just lost power. Got more, you know, really black smoke. She weren't happy. As soon as I cleaned the filter out, she was away. All right, boss this headland out. I tell you what, I am getting hungry. I've not eaten since breakfast. and I think it might be a takeaway. So either fish and chips. So fish and chips, what I have for takeaway normally, if it's a fish and chips, is large cod, large chips, battered sausage, mushy peas, sometimes scampi, sometimes not scampi, depends where we go. And I also get a burger. A lot of the fish and chip vans do the burgers, so I have one of them. Very nice and all. But it might be a KFC stroke Burger King stroke McDonald's night. So in that case, it's normally 3 burgers, depending on what's available, and then like some chicken nuggets, that sort of thing, chicken selects, or a boneless box, depends where we go like, but yeah, I am starving Marvin. So I'm looking forward to grub. Right, we're all done. Just got to drop the power back off onto the trailer. This is where, you know, your 4 metre non-folding power has its downside. Okay, you know, a nice sort of 5 metre folding would be well handy about now. But it is what it is, isn't it? Work with what you got. This is going to show you what we've done today. There you go. That's what we've done. That's pretty cool, isn't it, lot? So it's about 40 acres there, and obviously that's where the wood is. That wood there, lot. Right, so just got to put the stops back into the bottom hole, so that then we can so then that when we put the power arrow down, the packer rollers doesn't come up, like it holds it sort of level. So that's why we do that. That in there, that back there. So I've got to come back a bit more yet. That's where your hydraulic top link comes in very handy. Right, that should come off now, bit of luck. Right, we're all loaded up. Back to the yard we go. Yeah, I'm certainly well ready now for takeaway, and I've been reliably informed by Liz it's either going to be Mackey's, Burger King or KFC, so I can't wait. So there we go, that was a great success because we didn't get set. Yeah, we got the job done, so Richard will get finished drilling off probably tomorrow. So that'll be good, we'll all be drilled up then. That might even roll, you know, I tell you. Well, not all of it, obviously, but you know, 90% of that might roll, which would be nice. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little vid, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!